Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sabrina Zahira and I'm from Hidayatullah Islamic Junior High School. First of all, let's say Alhamdulillah and be grateful for Allah's presence who has given us grace and blessing. Salawat and salam we pour out to our Prophet Muhammad SAW who has guided us to the right path. In this great occasion, I want to deliver my speech about forming Golden Indonesia in 2045 soon. Ladies and gentlemen, the Indonesian community is rather unique. They are quite fond of big predictions. For example, there's the prediction that Indonesia will have a demographic bonus in 2030, and the most recent one of how to reach Indonesia's golden generation in 2045. The demographic bonus talk about how in 2030, Indonesia's population will be dominated by the youths who belong in the working age group. In the meantime, it also has been predicted when Indonesia turns 100 years old in 2045, and the country can become one of the world's economic giants. When reviewed closely, these predictions are related to each other. Furthermore, there is one crucial aspect to support the realization of these predictions. That is the importance of high quality of human resources. Unfortunately, in Indonesia, development of human resources always comes as a second priority than that of physical facilities. The target of government success is often measured by the number of bridges or toll roads which have been built or the increase in a port's capacity. For the education sector, the measurement of success still tends to focus on physical achievement, such as number of school renovations. Physical development is very important, but we need to evaluate why Indonesia is still considered as a middle-income country, although in the past 20 years, there has been a great deal of physical development in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, based on data from Statistic Indonesia, it can be forecast from now on that in 2045, an estimated 100 people of the productive age will bear the burden of 54 people in the unproductive age. Indonesia's young generation must prepare to become the agents of change to support national development. So then, how can we ensure that the young generation will be able to face the challenge of 2045? One of the key to make it happen is by education. In the current era of globalization, education has become a primary need for the community in addition to the needs of food, clothing, shelter, and health. Even some people in Indonesia now has made education as something that must exist, which can sometimes beat other needs. Education has as a way to increase knowledge and skill, which can ultimately also increase welfare. Then came the perception on the part of society that to achieve welfare can be reached through formal education. Ladies and gentlemen, education is not simply transfer knowledge from teacher to the student, but it is more than that. Education is also to build the characters which are needed for the younger generation to support the ideals of Indonesia in the face of Indonesia 2045. The need for character education is not just a theory, but also practical and applicable needs. Indonesia itself is a country with high level of diversity, with more than 17,000 islands and thousands of ethnic groups. In the future, it will face problems like unity and integrity. Therefore, character education is in accordance with the circumstances and character of Indonesian people themselves. In this case, Indonesia has Pancasila as its basis, which contains countless philosophical values. Pancasila will underlie the character education needed by Indonesian people to face challenges in an increasingly erratic era. With character education based on Pancasila, Indonesia will be able to face challenges to reach Golden Indonesia in 2045. Ladies and gentlemen, education is a trusted way to shape the best character in a person. With education, everyone will be able to find and shape the existing characters in themselves. Which of these characters will be used as a guide to be able to live their lives. In addition, education is one of the benchmarks to be able to say that country can be called a developed country, because the benchmark for a good country is a country with a good education sector, which will be a way to be able to build characters in the nation youth. That's all of my speech. Thank you for listening, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.